Best of 5. Zen against Nwpo. Now, the first time these two played, this is going to be their third match that they've played against each other. The first time they played, I think Zen, yeah, he was just getting started off on his first famous win streak. Whereas Nwpo was kind of, I think, coming back from, not a break necessarily, because he wasn't really on a break, like full break. But I don't want to say slacking either, because I mean, these guys never, stop grinding to some degree. Yeah, he's definitely, I think, a higher level now than he was the first time he played against Zen. However, they have played again since then, and Zen won that one as well. And he's here to do that again today. 1-0 already, Zen from the back corner. We're going to need to watch this one again. The replays were on Nwpo POV the first time. Pretty simple shot for Zen. I mean, for me, that would be... I hesitate to say open net, because actually open net's pretty difficult. Let's just say a defended net, but the goalkeeper's got no boost. That's the equivalent for a normal Rocket League player. What Zen just did. Very smart challenge there by Zen. Nwpo didn't really have many offensive options in that position. Not really any way that he could immediately shoot on target, so Zen just simply challenges. You're going to see a lot of that from both of these players in this match, I'm sure. One of the most mechanical matches possible in the 1v1 scene right now, Zen versus Nwpo. One of the fastest matches possible, and thank you for reminding me. The overlay is indeed off, but I think it should be set up correctly. There it is. Thanks for reminding me about that, as I totally forgot. Look at this. Who is this, and what's he done with Zen? He's got the kickoff strats. Delayed kickoff for the third goal. He actually just rolled right through. That's a pretty standard kickoff there from Nwpo. I think the fact that Nwpo messed up that kickoff mechanically really worked against him, and now he's been the wave dash. Sends 4-0 up inside a minute. Well, this is a perfect start for the Frenchman. Nwpo has got 1 shot and no goals. Zen has 6 shots and 4 goals. Pretty decent start. And now we've got a kickoff goal. Okay, great stuff. Let's keep him coming. My favorite type of goal. Let's watch it again. I know somebody's going to be completely furious later on today when I skip a flip reset after watching a kickoff goal on a replay. But to me, that's actually more interesting, just to see what the players actually did. You'll remember for the kickoff goal Zen scored, he delayed his kickoff. Well, Nwpo just predicted Zen delaying his kickoff, or spotted him doing it, and shot the ball right past him. Nice little read there by Nwpo. He's got actually quite a lot of boost left over here. Zen might underestimate just how much boost he's got. In fact, he was threatening a floor pinch there. Zen, known for scoring quite a lot of insane floor pinches. I believe I saw one on Rocket League Esports Reddit today where, I can't remember the exact speed of it, but Zen, yeah, he hit a pretty ridiculous floor pinch in one of K-Dop's ranked games. Oh, what a shot. Nwpo flip reset, flick, and a demo mid-air. That is absolutely insane. Absolutely perfectly done as well. Zen would have had the save without the demo there, so definitely a necessary demo. Everybody's saying ads in chat. I can't believe that that's happening, because I definitely clicked run the ads button before the match, but we don't have any way to stop that now. I had a couple of comments saying, Johnny, why don't you pause the match when ads accidentally run during the games? Yeah, the reason for that is I don't want to keep the players waiting. Just because I and my viewers get trolled by Twitch. My videos are free to watch, either on YouTube or on the Twitch VODs, so I'm sure you guys can catch up. Hey, that's a pretty crazy save by Nwpo. Flip reset on Zen's car. Zen says, what because he cannot believe that Nwpo has so much boost left over after this. Insane recovery. Yeah, Nwpo had a flip because he landed on top of Zen's car and used that to recover, block the near post shot, and completely nullify Zen's lead. Zen had to run away from a demo there. Left the boost for Nwpo, or left the ball for Nwpo, I should say. Nwpo didn't get the first touch that he wanted, but hey, neither did Zen. Zen got no touch. Now both players faking each other. Nwpo plays the ball to the right-hand side to get some space to play with. Zen, immediate pre-jump there to counter Nwpo's early air dribble. Oh, that's a great touch by Nwpo. Oh, if he'd picked up the boost, he would have been in with a chance on that play. Incredible aerial exchange we're seeing between these two players. They're pushing each other to the limit here. You can see that by just how closely they're trying to go on the boost. They're picking up what's a pogo shot by Zen. Nwpo expecting Zen to play this one a bit more quickly, but Zen actually gets in front of the ball, and pogo shoots with a lob, a slow floaty lob into the top shelf, and Nwpo's pre-jump just helplessly flails underneath the ball. What an incredible plan A that Zen absolutely meant to do from the moment that he took off. I love it when players execute their plan to perfection. Another brilliant plan A from Zen here, opting for the catch and then fake shot into the wave dash, shot underneath the pre-jumping Nwpo. Don't you just love it when plan A works in Rocket League and you don't have to go for a secondary, less interesting plan? That's my favorite way to play the game. Oh, what a shot. Well, both these guys are wave dashing to great effect here. We had Zen wave dashing a shot underneath his opponent, and Nwpo wave dashes a shot over the top of his opponent. Doesn't look like there's any safe way to save these wonderful first intention plan A shots. How many people do you think clicked off the video completely furious that I will not be adopting freestyler terminology because it's dumb. I'll guess plenty as the number there. Nice save by Nwpo. Does he have an open net here? He does indeed. Slots it. It's been a great comeback by Nwpo, don't forget. 4-0 down at the start of this game. Brought it back to 4-all, and now he's been just trying to chase back every time Zen puts his nose in front. It's a big kickoff win for Nwpo. Zen staying on the ball here, does not want to give Nwpo a free play. Oh, very well worked by Zen. Notice that he ball chased with 0 boost there, but it's resulted in him having back corner boost control. Before both players decide to go and tangle in the air once again. Slow play by Nwpo. Not a player who's often associated with slow plays, but he's using it to great effect today to switch up the pace. Zen catches him out of position now though. That's the danger you run when you flip in the midfield near your opponent. Big kickoff win for Zen to the outside. Not the bounce he was looking for though. Nwpo's coming flying in with a ton of speed. And he's going to play this one very carefully into the back of the net. And that's just not the bounce Zen wanted. He was really hoping that would either bounce up the wall so that he could play for the boost, or that it would bounce straight back in so he could shoot it immediately. It just went straight over his head. And he has taken yet another kickoff play. Zen looking for the bump onto Nwpo there. Oh, immediately challenges him. Now it's Nwpo, he's caught out of position. Both these guys completely surprised by each other's early challenges, it would seem. He just jumped straight away. I mean, Nwpo trying to get an air dribble started there. Maybe a bit too infield with the direction, inviting Zen to challenge. Nwpo fakes the wall dribble. Oh, what a mind game. That's wonderful by Nwpo. I mean, we've got two world-class attackers just firing on all cylinders right now. Nwpo fakes the mid-boost grab and then goes straight for goal. 8 goals each. Hardly a save. I'll actually say, I say hardly a save. They've actually got 4 and 5 saves, but nowhere near the defensive performance that would be necessary to keep either of these players at bay. Will Zen have the last laugh in regulation? Using ball cam here to keep an eye on Nwpo's approach. That is a successful approach by Nwpo. In fact, he might have the real last laugh of this game. This is going to be a tough one to stop. Oh, Nwpo's chipped it over the bar. Yet Zen at his mercy. He still might. Difficult shot to put on target. Zen defends it well. It's into the ground for OT. I think this is a very important game one for Nwpo. He's up against a player who's beaten him the 2 previous times they've played. Could completely swing the momentum in his favor with a win in game 1. Heavy hit to the backboard there by Zen. Nwpo reads his own backward wall bounce well. Fakes high, goes low. Zen's challenge. So at least slows Nwpo down a little bit. No, he nearly landed on Zen on the back wall there. Zen avoided the bump, even though it wasn't intentional. by not intentional, I mean it wasn't intentional for Nwpo to bump him there. No flip for Nwpo in this play. Has to just play the ball to safety. Zen gets the boost though. Nwpo thought he had it. And away we go now. Zen doesn't have a lot of play in this ball. Just has to hope that Nwpo outplays himself. That's great boost management by Nwpo, who also keeps ball cam on to spy Zen's movement behind the ball. Something we've seen both players do in this first game. Over a minute in overtime. Long-time 1v1 viewers will know that's a rare occasion in the world of 1v1. Nwpo technically missing an open net there. Fails a dunk on Zen, who's got a good hitbox to defend it. But Zen is completely starved of boost. Nwpo flicks high. Zen covers it. And he recovers well. That's going to deny Nwpo any kind of turn to face the ball here. At least a safe one. He bails out of that turn, realizing his mistake. What a battle. 90 seconds into overtime in the first game. Nwpo fake challenge. Zen fires. He's defended well. Quick glance downwards there from Nwpo to check if Zen was advancing. He wasn't. It's Nwpo who'll advance and he snipes the top corner. As soon as Zen went for the challenge, Nwpo went first. The speed that these players are reacting. Look at that. As soon as Zen turns, Nwpo plays the ball. Ridiculous speed. Before you can even see it happening, it's already in the top corner. 1-0 Nwpo. What a comeback against Zen, who's still in unbelievable form, as he always is, since his entry into the 1v1 scene. If that game is any indication as to what we've got to look forward to for the rest of this series, you better put on your seatbelt. This is going to be very fast-paced. And yeah, the phrase "plinking, you might miss it" comes to mind. Goalpost Malone, thanks for the 55-month tier 1. Welcome to the stream. Welcome back to the stream, I should say. Zen returns the open net miss favor that Nwpo gave to him at the end of the last game. Perhaps superstitious, says Nwpo's open net miss was swiftly followed by a game win. Just a buttery smooth recovery there by Zen to beat Nwpo to the second ball. This is the third time these guys play. Interestingly enough, Vatira and TRK, of course, had the recent 2v2 beef. I don't know if it's still going on. Of course, a little bit of that happened on my channel. I think a little bit of it happened on Fear's channel as well. I think Vatira might have just been beefing with Nwpo and TRK. I'm not sure if that is resolved, or I don't know if Zen was ever really a part of that beef, or if he was only joking. Double reset from Zen here, and a double tap as well. What on earth is this shot by Zen? He actually took off flying away from the goal here. No problem, double reset and a rebound. It's in your net. Good luck saving it. Although I say good luck saving it, Nwpo really wasn't too far off saving this, which is almost more ridiculous. Yeah, does anyone know what is going on with Vatira? What's happening here? What's the update? Oh, that's disgusting. Nwpo, one of the players who never touches the brakes when he plays Rocket League. That's really what he's known for, is go, go, go. It's pedal to the metal, but now he just taps the brakes and it outplays Zen, who never saw it coming. It's going to be a kickoff goal as well. Oh, never mind. What a pre-flip save by Zen. Should have seen that coming with how quickly Zen's recovered in all of the awkward positions he's been in today. But yeah, these guys, the reason I brought up the Vatira, Nwpo TRK quote-unquote beef is because these guys had nothing but kind words to say to each other in the pre-match chat. So I don't know if we've had a resolution or if, in fact, Vatira was the only guy actively beefing the KSA Rocket League gods. So Zen, with all the options in the world, of course, goes for just a very simple shot, really. Just a flip reset into the top of the net. Nothing too complicated. 3-1. Yeah, like I said before about just a finishing thought on the KSA France beef. I don't really think it's beef. I think that it's more of a friendly rivalry and, just a friendly rivalry between very competitive players. And I'm sure they would all have a laugh about it if they talked about it on LAN. Oh, Nwpo flipped the wrong way. Well, he nearly did very well there. track Zen's movement the entire way. Both players take off at the same time, fly back down at the same time, but then Nwpo flipped the wrong way. Otherwise, he would have had this. I mean, a lot of people misunderstand it as unfriendly banter when they, you know, see or hear the emotion in text and in voice, but for me, I've met these players. I know what they're like in person. I know that actually they don't. I've seen them interact. I know that they don't actually hate each other. They just want to beat each other badly. I mean, even after losing all of his rank points to TRK and then losing a 2v2 show match to TRK, Matira went on Twitter and said TRK ranked. You just wanted to play him again. And they're just that competitive. Holy Tier 6 for the 56-month Prime, but also 5-month Prime from Reflexen. Thanks for that as well. Now we had a 4-0 comeback thwarted by Nwpo in game 1. Zen foolishly only went up 4-1 in this game, so no doubt that lead's going to disappear as well. Zen really tried to confuse Nwpo with low 50s in this game. It hasn't really worked all that well. There's another one, although it's mid-air. Still, you know, the idea is to go underneath the pre-jumping Nwpo. Disciplined performance by the Saudi Arabian pro so far. Zen, of course, about to take for what him would be considered an open net. Nwpo showing so much respect for Zen's boost management there, not to dive against a player who's already committed twice. Instead, plays for the safe third shot. And this is actually really interesting. You might be thinking, why would Zen go here? What's he doing? He's got no boost. Why would he challenge? But that's the whole point. Zen knows that Nwpo knows that Zen's on low boost. And that's why he challenges. He knows his opponent knows that he's got no boost. Why would a player with no boost challenge? But Nwpo's too smart. He knew that Zen knew that he knew that Zen had no boost. So he just anticipated the zero boost challenge. It's pretty simple if you think about it. Oh wow, that last touch from Zen. Looks like it took the ball past Nwpo there. Wow, it did indeed. Nwpo would have had that if it wasn't for that last touch. Zen is ridiculous. I know a lot of you might be thinking that I'm joking when I say things like, you know, when I go down the thought tree, the knowledge tree like that, but it's actually true. That is why everything in 1v1 is a mind game. Challenge is a mind game. You know, your behavior relative to your boost total is a mind game. Your anticipation of your opponent's behavior relative to their boost total is a mind game as well. Everything is a mind game. It is a battle of the minds as much as it is mechanics. And on top of that, one's is the most mechanical game mode. Wants a challenge by Nwpo. Shutting Zen down before the attack can even get started. He only has a minute to work with here though. Zen gives the ball away again just briefly. In fact, he gives it away completely. Nwpo reads the fake challenge, but his actual flick on target not able to do much, and now the aggression really is starting to come in from Nwpo. He wants to force the issue. He knows he doesn't have all the time in the world left. Zen beats him to the punch, and he will, oh, just barely miss a double tap. I don't know if anyone had that on their bingo card for this match. Zen misses double tap. Very unexpected and unlikely outcome. But we did actually see it right there, and it's resulted in a very tense endgame. It could be more tense. Well, Zen gave Nwpo another look at the goal there. It looks like he's had a couple of very nervous touches in the last minute here. But he'll cross the line in time. The clock kicks 0 before Nwpo can even put in a fourth goal, confirming Zen's first game in the series, 1-1. Remember, this is just a best of 5, so we're going to be seeing a match point after just one more game. Not sure where I'm explaining that, but there might be somebody watching who doesn't know how best of 5 works. Game 3. Nwpo came back in the first game to win. Zen went ahead in the second game, held on to that lead the entire time. It's been a very composed Nwpo in this series today. We saw, I think, a hint in the end of that second game of what's to come next, and that's full aggression, full send Nwpo. something he's always very capable of bringing out, but he knows that that's not something Zen historically has trouble with. I mean, if you're going to beat Zen, you've got to outsmart him. You're not going to brute force win against him, at least not if you go brute force for the entire game. You've got to switch up the pace. Zen once again opens his scoring. Very nice turn on the sidewall position, one that Nwpo thought was too awkward for a threat to really be there. Zen catches him. Well, this could be two. Let's see if Nwpo's smart enough to spawn near post. He's not. Well, that's not very smart. And in fact, Zen is just the only smart player in this lobby. Mind games Nwpo, who foolishly spawned at the far post. Clearly the inferior position to spawn in. Very nice mind game by Zen there, though. He knew that Nwpo would have no other option than to throw himself between the ball and the goal. Zen playing the safe option. If Nwpo managed to pull out a ball chase challenge in that position, I would have been amazed and impressed. Zen surprises most players in the world with that kind of challenge, but Nwpo's not one of them. Nwpo now narrowly misses a pre-flip controlling touch. Zen not going to give him the same fault to work with, but that's definitely a mistake. Zen making sure not to miss that touch, actually caught it too thickly. And he does deflect the low 50-50 into the back corner. Nwpo steals the boost, takes off well away from the wall. That makes it hard for Zen to challenge. The dunk follows. This is an underrated play. That first touch, it looks like a mistake because it's going so far away from the goal, but Nwpo means to do that because he knows if he puts that anywhere near the back wall, Zen has an easy challenge. Hitting it straight middle like that, very difficult for Zen to get a solid challenge onto the ball inside. And with Nwpo's mechanical ability, the fact that the ball's far away from the goal doesn't really matter. He's more than capable of bringing it back. Oh, look at Zen passing to himself off the post. He slots it as well, I believe. Yes, he does. That is simply ridiculous. Passes to himself off the inside of the post because he knows if he hits that into the back corner, it's going to be Nwpo's ball. It's just not fair. It's not really not fair watching it play. Like, anytime I try to do that, the ball goes into my net, or it bounces across the back into the goal area, or it just goes back corner anyway. Zen, yep, perfect counter-attack on the savable setup. Are people actually saying lucky for that touch by Zen? As if they don't... Oh, that's a bit unfortunate by Nwpo. He landed two wheels either side of the post, so he couldn't move here. Yeah, if people are actually saying lucky for Zen's touch on the inside of the post there, they don't know ball, because that was obviously intentional. It's another 4-1 score. Zen's really quickly scored 4 goals in every game so far before Nwpo starts to come back. Failed pogo from Zen. Nwpo into the air now. Wants to bump on Zen. Zen's actually got a dodge to wrap himself around it. Go the other way. Reverse wave dash onto the ceiling. And tries to place a shot bottom left. How on earth has Nwpo read that? He's just in the perfect corner, deflecting the ball into the safe back corner boost. Both players have been very safe with their doubles off their own backboards today. This one's going to be anything but safe though. Zen pinches it. I mean, it actually just boggles the mind what this guy's capable of. Flip reset, double tap, reverse floor pinch, rebound? This shot doesn't even have a name. What is going on? My word. Honestly, the part of that shot that I'm most impressed with is the speed of that first touch. The fact... Oh, careful, Zen. Of course, he knows exactly what he's doing. No need to worry. But the fact that Zen was able to hit the backboard so quickly there with a lean back reset is what made Nwpo panic in the first place. I mean, we're just watching a ridiculous mechanical game. But Nwpo just controlled that. What is going on? What is this series? Am I the only one who's absolutely mind blown by these first touches? Somebody please show some appreciation for the level of ball control that we're witnessing right now. This is absolutely unbelievable. He just wave dashed in his own back corner. Well, like wall dashed. Not really wall dash. It was a wave dash onto the wall. to perfectly control the ball. And now he's peaking. It's third goal for Nwpo. This is actually ridiculous. T-Bits is watching this somewhere right now, absolutely sweating because he knows his Zen greater than LJ, or LJ greater than Zen take age like milk. And in the same conversation, he also said LJ greater than Nwpo, and right now, sweating buckets, thinking, wait, why did I say that? Why did I say that my boy was better than another banned player who's obviously going to dominate the world of Rocket League after he's unbanned? It's actually kind of crazy. Have you guys thought about how dominant every player who's been banned for a year, maybe not every player, but so many players who've been banned for a year from RLCS have come out of that 1 year ban and been not just like one of the best players in the world, but possibly the best player in the world. I won't lie to you, that touch off the inside of the post wasn't intentional by Zen, but his recovery is not going to match it anyway. Nwpo is 5-5. Once again, he comes back and brings us to a level game. You've got to have such quick reactions to do this kind of thing with 100 ping. I mean, it already looks good enough from the spectator POV. We're watching with no lag, spectator. You got to always remind yourself at least once a series that these guys are doing this with 100 ping, the KSA players. So it's a different level of reaction time. Hook shot off the inside of the post. Nwpo sets up the boost steal, gets it. Instantaneous wave dash onto the wall. We're powering into a 50-50. Zen, too fast. Free play double for him. Makes it triple and he misses. Oh, he didn't need to do that. Zen, you had a wide open double, but he was bored at the prospect of a free play double. Tried to make it a triple with a reset thrown in the middle instead, and he misses it. Now he's in a bit of trouble here. Okay, Nwpo went for the shot instead of the demo. I thought the demo was on the way there. Beautiful wave dash onto the wall from Nwpo once again. He's been doing this all series. Zen, who might have the final shot in regulation. Nwpo lunges in, controls back corner boost, gets bumped for his trouble. And now Zen who's trying to time waste. The ball's going up in the air here. How Zen's boost management is not great. He's in a bit of trouble. Oh, what a shot by Nwpo! He almost broke the inside of the post with this one, but it's out and we're into overtime again. It might not be a long one. Oh wow, Zen is so fast off that. Nwpo thought it was his ball. Zen clean beat him to it. Now here it comes. And Nwpo cannot keep it out. He own goals on a technicality. Obviously forced. He had to go late here. Otherwise Zen would have bumped him. So Nwpo went behind the bump and tried to save it. And it just goes straight into his own net. What a game. What a series we are witnessing here. Really is the future of Rocket League mechanics. Leveling up right before our very eyes. Just the change of pace, the control at speed. To see players control the ball perfectly at supersonic speed. That's not something every pro in Rocket League, or not even most pros in Rocket League, can think about doing. Then also to get these ridiculous bursts of speed, it genuinely looks like these players are playing with 1.5 boost strength mutator. I don't get it. One of them will just be sitting stationary, no momentum, and then they speed flip when they're supersonic. It's immediately supersonic as soon as they flip. Just how? It's not fair. My car doesn't do that. Zen, scenic route to the top corner as usual. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys need commentary for this part of the match. Going by what we've seen in matches or games 1, 2, 3, we're obviously going to have a 4-1 score here before the real game starts. And of course, that's 4-1 in Zen's favor. He does have the save here. Of course he does. Of course he's got the save and controlled the ball perfectly in his goal line. He didn't need to save that one. Nwpo's missed it again off the same post that had him going into overtime in the last game. And this one's unmissable. Nwpo ties. So up next we've got, if I remember, let me check the notes, 3 goals by Zen. Let's find out how they're going to happen. Holy Tier, thanks for 56 months Prime. By the way, I can't remember if I said that already, but that's a crazy streak. Appreciate it either way, even if it is the second time I've mentioned it. Well, that was disrespectfully effortless from Nwpo. Yeah, just a 69 kph wave dash into the top shelf while he sits at the edge of the box, watching it happen. A nice goal by Nwpo there. I think Zen's just slotted it. Well played. Launches a well shot into the top corner of Nwpo's net. I guess it's less top corner, more just, let's just say, in the left side of the goal. I stand corrected. Sparrowly, thanks for 100 bits. Says $100 US on Nwpo bringing this back. Imagine 100 bits actually was $100. That'd be, I'd be so rich. Who are you betting with? $100 again? Who are you betting $100 with that Nwpo's bringing it back? There's probably a lot of chat right now who would take you up on that bet. Then looks like he just has Nwpo's number by a margin. Well, that's a great low 50. So we had a wave dash shot into the top shelf by Nwpo earlier on, and now fakes a wave dash shot, instead just 50-50s it underneath a pre-jumping Zen. Middle East server. Nah, Middle East server doesn't really work because the routing of, I don't know the exact details. All I know is that the routing of internet speed from Europe to the Middle East is not as good as from the Middle East to Europe. So it doesn't really work. It would be overall a lesser experience for every player involved, unfortunately. How on earth are ads happening? This is so cringe. Twitch, stop it. My dashboard says no ads for 20 minutes and then ads start playing. I don't understand how it works. Oh, what a shot. Zen's just totally called Nwpo's bluff there. Nwpo is trying to fake going for the corner boost and then turn around and save a shot. Zen says, actually, I don't think you can save this shot, so I'm just going to take the shot that you want me to take, and it's going to go past you. Well, at least, luckily, I think those ads are going to be done for the end of the game is. But, yeah, for anybody watching back on VOD to find out what happened in the content you missed, I can only apologize. That's not supposed to happen. And I will be taking a look after this game to see if I can figure out why that is happening. Because I thought I'd ran enough ads before this match to ensure that ads did not play during the match. As always, well, that's a great pass by Nwpo. Just a little bit of height on that one. You know, maybe just a little bit. Some would say a little bit too much, but you won't find your limit unless you test it. So Nwpo definitely getting a lot of power out of that flip reset. Really makes you wonder, why aren't players actually using their flip reset from mega distance? Although I can't answer that question. The reason is, Nwpo just wrote no problem in chat right there because he didn't expect there to be that much power. When players can figure out how to generate that much power consistently, which is something that will happen in the future, I'm sure, then obviously we are going to see a ton of those types of shots regularly. Until then, though, it will probably remain unsafe to do from distance. If you try and use your flip reset from distance for that kind of shot, it'll probably just fall short and your opponent has a free possession, which is not nice to deal with. Not the best first touch there by Nwpo, but he gets it back perfectly. Oh my goodness. I just wish I had any kind of Nwpo's recovery control, because that wasn't the first touch he wanted, but he immediately just spirals underneath the ball again as if he took off perfectly and then flip resets over Zen. 5-6, Nwpo once again coming back. Can he complete another comeback? Little fake challenge there by Nwpo. It doesn't look like it would have affected Zen in any way. He's going for an aerial play regardless. That might be shootable. Zen decides to slow play. Didn't like the angle that he had with that shot. Well, now he's going to deal with another full pitch chance from Nwpo. He tried to get ahead of the ball and demo Zen. He was actually a bit too quick to recover here. If he recovered just a tiny bit more slowly, there would have been a free demo. Notice there, Zen was landing. There was nothing he could do. Now, when a player's landing like that, they're just a sitting duck. You can just demo them for free. Unfortunately for Nwpo, this is a very rare thing to occur. Unfortunately, he recovered too quickly. Yeah, it's very rare that you recover too fast in Rocket League, but if he actually just recovered a bit more slowly there, he would have been a free demo and a free goal. Instead, he's been scored on, punished for having good recovery mechanics. Zen's boost management standing the test this entire series. Nwpo has no other option than to full send some challenges here, but Zen has shut all of those down. It looks like the low 50 goes past him. Nwpo recovers quickly, and he's within one again. Again, though, not a bad effort by Zen. It's not like he's hit that too badly. It's just the fact that Nwpo is able to get a reset while 50-50ing the ball, giving him that head start on the race to it. Nwpo trying to sneak into a demo position there. Zen had his eyes on him the entire way. Nwpo hits the ball a bit too far forward, has to settle for the 50-50. Zen has a ton of boost to play with. Looking for the 2-goal gap to open up again. Recovery shot there by Zen. He's intentionally landed on his back, only then to self-right his car. Pop the ball in the process. That's going to be more Zen control. Nwpo has absolutely no boost to play with here. Oh, masterfully done though. He trips up Zen before running away for the ball. That was enough to win back the possession. Nwpo with the reset, but he jumps off the ball. He accidentally used his flip too early, jumped off the ball, and that completely stopped it from working. Zen was not where he expected him to be, but he's kept it up. Oh my goodness, I don't think Nwpo expected Zen to keep it up there. I don't know if he meant to keep the ball up in the air, but that's exactly what's happened. And then Nwpo lets it drop anyway. GG's. Good night, says Zen. Both these guys heading off to bed. Zen's got school tomorrow. Nwpo, I don't know if he has school tomorrow. Do they have school in Saudi Arabia on Thursdays? No, they don't, do they? I think that's the weekend. So he's probably going to be fine. But what a series. Another win for Zen against Nwpo. For now, he does have Nwpo's number as he, continues to stake his claim for #1 in the world of 1v1.